Karhala, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakatahawa, Brakatahawa Shai, Brakatahawa, Brakatahawa Shai, Brakatahawa, Brakatahawa Shai, the water, Abba, Babal, called Kadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach this truth, the 100% truth, according to the Bible. Kind of going through the spirit, really didn't put a lesson together, but I just watched some videos and that kind of inspired me through the spirit to want to use them for edification purposes. And it's like 3 videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull them up. We'll go through the videos, then we'll talk about it, and then we'll give some Bible precepts to go along with it.
Women push good men away with their emasculating behaviors. They change their minds like the wind, like a ship on the ocean without a rudder. No wonder you are childless, unmarried, unfulfilled, and have a line of heartbroken men in your past. What are you searching for, lady? A man will be your anchor. Until then, you are like a ship without a rudder, just going wherever the wind blows. True joy comes from commitment. Can you do that? I know the tables are turned now. More men want to be married than ever before. Create families, provide, protect, and be present. But more women just want to be sexual, travel the world, sexual tourists, passport sisters, which is pretty disgusting if you think about it. Women push good men away.
All right, now let's unravel that. No lies detected. He told the truth, man. A lot of women do push good men away. You know, women, without having a hedge of protection or someone there to guide her, like you see it, it's like having a boat or a ship that doesn't have a rudder. You know, it can't guide, it can't go in the right direction. It's unnavigable. It's going to go anywhere. It's going to be chaos. And same with these women out here now that do not have a man over them. Especially some of these women that are coming up now that do not have a father figure over them, supposed to guide them and hand over to a husband. And, you know, these women now, they left out here totally defenseless. They're all over the damn place. And that's why you have a whole new generation of women that are just going it alone, man. And they seeking peace in their and comfort in their loneliness, man. But a woman's not supposed to be alone. A woman's not supposed to go without that hedge of protection. And a lot of them, you know, they may say they go back to the Bible and say, well, I give my all over to JC, Jesus Christ. You know, that's my man. And they put their faith in that, but they're going off, man, because Lord didn't tell you to just put your faith in that. You're supposed to have a man that's an order to this thing. You know, there's Yahweh, the Father, Yahweh Shai, and then we fall up under that order, the man, and then the woman. You know, that's what connects us. And that's why a woman, till she get a husband, she's supposed to have a man that's her father, supposed to be a hedge of protection until he hands her over to the reins of her husband. But you know, these women are trying to skip the process. They're trying to go all out of order, and that's why you have the chaos of what we have today. And these women are raising kids, so you're talking 2nd and 3rd generations now of kids that's coming out of a broken system, and these kids are coming up destroyed, man. There's a couple of videos on here, and I may pull them up to kind of show how, you know, how it's going into effect, man. How it's having a devastating effect. And all this is under the rulership of Esau, Edom, and this system that's designed to destroy the family, man. His main purpose is destroying the family, because once he destroys the family, he can control the kids, and he understands his principle. But the woman's supposed to always have that hedge of protection. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Shalaki, just bear with me. If not, I'll move on to the next video. Because my phone is not working like I wanted to, and I can't get to a lot of my precepts like I want. And I don't have my hardbook Bible with me either. So that's a mistake on my part. No, I don't have it. I'll just go ahead and jump to the next video, and then we'll break it down from there. Now, he didn't say anything in this video, but if you read the caption, it says, some of us are just living. We ain't dating. We ain't sleeping around. We don't like nobody. Nobody likes us. We are just working, eating, sleeping, and living life. And really, that's the life of a slave, man. A slave in this man's society. And for the Jake men, we get it. You know, as Apostle Paul said, you know, he said, sometimes it's better just to go it alone, you know. And if those who be single, to seek not a wife, especially these times we in our captivity. And the women that you do run across, that you deal with, man, they belong to Esau, Edom as well. It's nothing different from 200, 300 years ago when, you know, we were in hardcore bondage, man. He could still controls our women today, and he used it through his judicial system to use that to punish, you know, the men of Israel. But what's interesting about this this comment here that the brother had, I went through the comment board, and it's nothing but all damn women up here. And, you know, the women up here, you know, they praising, you know, them being, going it alone, not having a man, and just, you know, finding peace. Now I get it. It's some wicked ass niggas out here. So a lot of these women have been through some hard and devastating relationships. But a lot of these women, because they skipped the order that Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh has put in place, not having a father and having that father to help, you know, guide you to your next man, they end up in these bad, dramatic relationships, you know, with men that are not emotional fit to be men, you know, to be husbands, you know. And they get with these men, a lot of them, you know, they go for the bad boy image and those type of things. And then when they go through these harsh, you know, these harsh, devastating relationships, then they want to blame all black men, you know. And so Eve is just really all over the place, man. And really ain't no helping Eve at this point. That's why beloved Elder Apostle Tahar always said, man, last thing you want to deal with is the nigger woman, because the nigger woman is one of the main ones that's been totally destroyed by Esau, Edom, you know. Because Judah, being the main tribe, is the main ones that's been dealing with Esau, Edom, has been most affected by his policies, man. And the nigger woman is the worst damn thing on the planet, man. Now, I get it, like I said, some of you women that's in this truth, you know, you fall up under that order, then you just give it to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the Lord is going to guide you in that day to your rightful man. But those who, that's not in this truth, man, it's nothing but going to be devastation for them. So you few sisters that in this society that's doing the will of the Lord, and whatever he asks you to do, you know, just kind of sit back, be quiet, and just give praises to the Lord. The Lord is going to make sure you're protected in that day. So, you know, it's not that many of you, but we get it, man. You know, it's easy for you to fall back into this world and being coddled by this society in wickedness. So, you know, the Lord's going to have a special reward for you. Those who do that endure and hold out to the end. This is one Judite woman, mostly all Judite women up here, you can imagine. Yep, almost 5 years celibacy, happy and healthy. Red bottoms, you know, as a woman. All these women, basically. I'm content, though. It's so peaceful. I don't have to impress nobody but me. You know, you're going to see it in a lot of these comments, man. A lot of them talking about how peaceful it is, the peace they have. But they don't realize, man, the Lord is about to turn this place loose, man. It's about to be like a hellraiser out here. All type of aberrations and wild animals and beasts is going to be unleashed on this planet, man. And these women is not going to have no type of protection. And because of their proud spirit and trying to do it, I don't need a man. I can do it on my own. I can do it alone. You know, like Kevin Samuels often say, you can tell in these videos, the ones that don't have a man, because you can hear in the background the smoke detector, you know, constantly going off. You know, they either got a cat or a dog, and that's not going to save them in that day of the Lord's wrath, man. Time of Jacob's trouble that we about to come upon, man. Peace over people. Another woman. Yep, but it's so peaceful. This is me. Gets a tad bit lonely, but I'm not beat for this bullshit. Well, you're going to find out real soon, man, because right now is the worst time for a woman to be without that protection. Because this shit is about to unleash, and you can see it, man. You can see the tensions building up. Me at the past year, LOL, but 2025 is over. I will protect my peace by any means necessary. And I'm cool with everybody. You women, that Lord E is setting you women up for mass slaughter, man. How do you know how so much about me without knowing me? Oh my God, yes, my daughter told me I need a life. I told her this is my life. All women. Best life ever, though. For 2 seconds, I get lonely. It's easier that way. Life goes on, buddy, no stress. This is me all day and every day. It's toxic, free, and I love it. Yup, and what's wrong with that? All women. And it's just on and on and on, man. Nothing but mainly the nigger woman, man. The one that's mostly gonna be most affected when all hell break loose, man. Like I said, the nigger woman, man, is the most disgusting thing on the planet. And this is another video too. And actually, once I hit these videos, then I go pull up some precepts. Try to find some precepts to go along with it.
The aging female narcissist becomes more bitter every year as she realizes her ability to attract a victim is fading fast. Usually by the time she hits 40, she's having expensive plastic surgeries, anything that can prolong the illusion that she's still desirable. As she becomes more defensive about aging, she grows increasingly negative, driving her friends and family away as she takes out her insecurities on those closest to her. If she's married, she clings to her husband for dear life while treating him like a servant and an idiot. The abuse has always been there, but her inner frustrations cause it to worsen. When her husband gives up on life and passes away, she collects his insurance, the house, and everything else. She has money to spend without restraint and prepares to ensnare a new victim. Now single, she discovers she hates being alone and accepts that her age is limiting her options. She begins to hunt for an elderly man who is likely widowed and lonely. She latches onto him, convincing him she adores him, and then proceeds to alienate him from his family. Once he's trapped, the mask comes off, and he's treated poorly. He eventually gives up and dies, and she inherits everything once again. More plastic surgeries follow, and she goes on the hunt again. Some female narcissists lose it all because they get addicted to drugs, gambling, or alcohol. But don't fool yourself into thinking they will always crumble and get what they deserve. These women are survivors, master manipulators who figured out early on what they needed to do to survive. They will do whatever it takes to land on their feet, and they don't care about the trail of devastation they leave behind. These women make others feel as if suicide is the only escape.
Nothing but a walking path of destruction and chaos, man. A lot of these women, and that's the product of being in this Babylonian society, man, this Babylonian world here in Babylon the Great, man, which means confusion, land of confusion. And the upper elites set it up that way because they feel, they gave them this spirit of superiority over the man, telling them that they don't need a man, that spirit of feminism. And they push a lot of that in college too. And so they feel they don't need a man, and that way they can break up their home. And these upper elites set it up that way because I think it was one of the Rothschilds that said, yeah, we designed it that way. That way we can tax two incomes. Because she gonna have to go out here and work, her man gonna go out to work, and now we can tax both. Then that leaves the kids to us, so we can totally indoctrinate and influence their kids, because she's not at home doing what she's supposed to nurture that child or raise that child up, with morals and respect and all these other things. And now you see the byproduct of what we have today. So a lot of these women, they chose the other route, man. They chose that feminist route, and they bitter, they angry, they, all over the damn place. Like you were saying, they done made it now as part of their DNA, where they go out here to seek other men to destroy and to take all his hard earning and his work, man. And women, they don't see the devastating effect that it has on the nation as a whole. Because once you destroy the family, you destroy the nation. That's the craftiness of the devil, man. How Esau Edom worked. But yeah, he really did a thing on our women, man. And like I said, through this draconian laws, like they put in place to protect the women, to destroy the man, and totally, destroy the whole household. Let me see if I can find these precepts real quick. Oh, man. And this is what Esau had put in place, man. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. So that's a new thing, man. Where these women are be putting in places of authority over the man. You find a lot of women are police captains or police chiefs in a lot of these cities, mayors. They're starting to become governors. We almost damn near had a woman president, man, which would have totally been disaster. But you know what? I was pulling for it. Let them put her ass in there, let her crash this whole thing down. Because we know, regardless of not or whatever, we know that our Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, is coming back to take over, man. He's coming back to guide this ship. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. And this goes back to that last video we just watched. As for my children, as for my people, children are the oppressor and women rule over them. And talking about the children, that's talking about Esau Edom, man. He's like a child, man, that's turned loose. And he put the women, the nigger women mainly, in charge of running his operation. And women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. And that's why women are skipping the order that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has put in place that a woman's supposed to be. 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over the man, but to be in silence. That's the position. That's a woman in her rightful order, what she's supposed to be, man. And if any of these women, that's out of order, they call herself being in the truth, that's not being silent, that's doing opposite of what the Lord has told them to do, man. They're gonna be counted among the wicked for destruction, man, for disposal. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but a foolish plucketh it down with her hands. And you see a lot of these women, they're breaking up their households. They get a man, have these kids bomb, and she'll, any little thing that she can find, nitpick to do, she'll go out there, they'll get with their friends or get with her parent, her mother, and they go out here and go to the court system. And they're going to go to the court and break up their home, man. And they do it because, a woman don't want a man over them. She wants to be in charge. She wants to make all of the final decisions over those kids, man. And the state or the government is going to support her in doing so. He's going to rob the man of his resources. He's going to give them all to the women because, women, they're very bad financial managers, man. They definitely go out here and buy and spend off the emotion. They don't believe in saving and all these other things. Most Jake women, man, they go out here to spend, and not thinking of the long-term recourses of, destroying their credit, not having anything saved up for that rough day. And let's go back to the curses, really, man. So we're going to take it back to the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate women among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards her husband and her of her bosom, and towards the son and toward her daughter. And you find a lot of cases with a lot of these women, man, are just either deleting the kids or, like I say, they totally leaving a trail of devastating men that they done left and destroyed their lives, man. And I seen it personally, you know, with some of my friends, you know, family members. I had uncles, man, that's totally destroyed and lost their lives behind women. And these women took the bag, took everything they had, and just moved on to the next, man. Matter of fact, one of my uncles had this one woman he fell in love with. She was wicked, definitely wicked as hell, nigga woman. And she took him down to Georgia. He had he had a pretty nice retirement. He was a little up in age. He was in his late 60s. And she took him down to Georgia. He took his retirement. She probably never even worked a damn job. Had him build her a nice ass, big ass house somewhere in Georgia. I forget where it was, northern part of Atlanta. And he helped her get on her feet because she was in a previous relationship where her husband had the man that she was dealing with then shot her in the head, man. He shot her in the head and half her body was like paralyzed. So when my uncle met her, you know, she had no type of insurance. She was pretty much out there. Body was all crippled up. He used his insurance, his money, his resources to have her, you know, see the finest doctors, you know, to get her back on her feet where she can walk, she can function, and kind of be able to function normally in society. Well, she started, as soon as she got the house built and all these things, she started putting them out. She started, he caught her with other men, all type of shit. You know, we try to warn him, try to go down there and get him, you know, but, you know, he rather died on the sword, you know. I guess he was up in age, so he figured he was this is his last go around, you know. So he ended up succumbing, you know, ended up dying. But anyhow, let take you back to the last boyfriend, the one that shot her in the head. I tell you this, how much he wanted to get back at her. He escaped out of prison, came back and found her, and shot her in the head, or attempted to shoot her in the head again, or maybe he did shoot her, but he didn't end up killing her. He did not kill her, and because I think she pretty much where it goes, she ended up, you know, doing him the same way. So, you know, a lot of women out here. Then my other uncle was the same way, you know, ended up getting a wicked ass woman. She was keeping him on all type of drugs and shit, ended up taking his house, all, you know, everything that he had, cars and shit, trying to lock him in the house. Then when he tried to leave, you know, she ended up getting his house, man. She ended up getting his house, cars and shit. No telling what she got out of his bank account, you know, but just eventually he ended up succumbing, you know. I think heart condition, because he was getting a little, he wasn't old, but he was too young for that. He ended up dying from a heart attack. And he was in the middle of going through his divorce proceedings. You know, the court was working with her because he had tried to come to court and present information showing that, you know, she's known for being fraudulent, even in her past relationship, because that wasn't nothing new to her. She had done it before. But you know, the courts were definitely siding with her, and you know, he got tired of the process because it was dragging on because of the C-19 epidemic, because they had a backlog of cases. So he's living out of hotels and shit like that. Now he has a good retirement too, you know, retired military, and it just took a total effect on him. She got him locked up for some dumb shit, and wasn't long after that he ended up passing. You know, like I said, from a heart attack. But then again, maybe from the C-19, because I warned him prior to not to go down there and take that jab, man. But you know, listen to the women of our family. You know, you need that jab. You got to have that in you, you know. And I talked to him. We had long conversations. He ended up taking the jab. So, like I said, it was a combination of things, man. And you know, we can't give our strength over to a woman. That means not listening to a woman. You have to make the final decision. You have to be that judge, you know, and make these decisions, not listen to these women of your lives, man. These same women is going to lead you jakes right out there to get that MOTB, which is soon about to come upon us, man. And this is our women, man. They have no type of order without having a man over them. We go to Job chapter 39, verse 13. Gavest thou the godly wings unto the peacock, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, and that the wild beast may break them. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because Yahweh hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted on her understanding. And that's why she's supposed to have that covering over her, man. That's why you have nothing but a trail of destruction that follows these women, man. And that's why the Lord got to come back. It's got to be that generation. As in Matthew chapter 24, I think verse 34, that generation that's fit for destruction. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 9, it is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman and in a wide house. Like I said, that brother said, he's going alone, not just working and doing what he has to do to survive, but doing it without a mate, a helpmate. And a lot of us brothers, we have to do that in these times, because these are not our women. Our women have totally been programmed by Esau Edom. They will bring nothing but confusion, destruction into your household if you bring them in, especially these wicked women, man. These wicked women here in Babylon the Great. Like I say, it might be one or two, a few, but that's a one-all. It's just very few that you're going to find that's going to follow these biblical laws, man. It's going to be in the right order. And so those women out there that do, we commend you. Our hats goes off to you. And you're going to definitely get a great reward, man, from the Lord. And this goes back to, like I said, her dealing with the devil, man. The book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3 through 5. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. How did they cut us off? By breaking up the household. As soon as we came over here, as soon as they got in contact with these indigenous nations that was over here, the northern tribe and the southern tribe, the first thing they do was break up the families, take the kids out of the home and separate them, And then after, hardcore slavery is over, what they do, they came in with these laws in order for us to provide welfare to your kids, man. You're going to have to sacrifice your family. You're going to have to give up the man out the household, turn him in pretty much, so to speak. Because that man in the household, we're not going to provide you housing, food, shelter, and clothing. And Eve fell for it. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And how do you destroy a nation? You by destroying the family. You start at the root. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. Now, being in confederate with Eve, it's mainly the Judite women, really all the women of our nation, especially in Babylon the Great, man. And with these other nations, man. Esau, Edom, Moab, the Hamites, Ishmaelites, they all know who we are. So they all work together in concordance to keep us separated from our power and keep that lie going over of who we are. But that's pretty much it, man. I want to hit those precepts, like I said, show those videos and use them for edification, man. But yeah, we in some dark times, man. But for us in this light, in this truth, we have the light, man. We have true understanding, so we know how to navigate in these dark waters that's about to overflood the earth, man. And so, Lord will, we're able to endure, we're able to hold out, continue to do whatever the Lord requires you to do. Like I said, there's very few women that's here in Babylon the Great that are in this truth. The Lord's going to be with you. Just if you do what the Lord continue to ask you to do, man. And like I said, that one precept, just keep your damn mouth shut, just follow the Lord and let him guide you until he put a man of understanding of the truth over you, And Lord will, man, like I said, we're able to endure with that. Say shalom.